Alright everyone, I'm about to do something pretty stupid, alright? And now before I tell you what that is and why I'm doing it, let me give you a little background to this story. When I was little, probably 11 or 12, my older brother introduced me to a game called Everquest, but it was not the same Everquest that most people played, alright? This was Everquest on the Vallon Zek PvP server. For those of you that don't know, Everquest is an extremely expansive and merciless MMORPG. Progress is not guaranteed in that game. It is slow and difficult, and for a fucking retarded 11-year-old, it's even more difficult. Now, add on to that this game wasn't designed for PvP, and on PvP servers, people can just freely attack each other with little to no consequence. Pretty much no consequences. So, take that level of difficulty that the game has and just crank it up another notch, and that's what you had. I absolutely love this game. Some of my best memories from playing MMOs as a kid was Everquest on the Vallon Zek PvP server. I wish I could experience that again, but since I stopped playing back in like 2002 or something, I have never again played an Everquest PvP server. Now, why is that? Because every Everquest PvP server has died. The population has dwindled to near zero on pretty much every official server, and then every emulator that tried to make a PvP server that I've looked up, it seems the population doesn't exist. So the stupid thing I'm about to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to spend my time trying to play an Everquest PvP server. It's going to be an uphill battle because I suck at Everquest, and the people that I encounter are likely going to be Everquest experts, and they're likely going to be extremely hostile. There's no reason not to just kill everyone you see in an Everquest PvP server. I don't think there's any consequences for killing people. My goal is to achieve my first PvP kill in 23, 24 years. Although I didn't secure that many kills when I was a kid. I was a rogue and I had no friends that played the game, so it was just a great time. So why am I doing this? Why am I torturing myself and making a video of it? I just want to try Everquest PvP again. I want to see if it lives up to the memory from when I was a child. Now, I know that's going to be difficult because the servers back then had thousands of players. It was crazy seeing hundreds of high-level Everquest players battling for a Trachanon spawn outside of Old Sibyllus. It was nuts, dude. I'll never forget it. It's been with me since I was an 11-year-old idiot. I'll never forget sneaking around on my rogue and just hoping to find a clothy low health that I could just backstab and just be hyped that I just killed someone. Maybe secure a couple plat. Ooh, nice. The other reason I want to do this is because I think if more people gave Everquest PvP servers a chance, they would see that it is enjoyable. I want to introduce people to that, so hopefully more people come to these servers and they have a larger population. For me, the fun part of MMOs is the random encounters with other players. Yeah, fighting monsters, leveling up, getting cool items, that's great, but the most fun is just random encounters with other players and the conversations you have after that. I think that's what it's all about. Hopefully, I can secure a kill. Hopefully, I can make some friends, make some enemies, and have a good time, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching. So let's jump right into my adventure. My adventure begins in the Steam Font Mountains. This was my favorite starter zone when I was a kid. It's just the monsters were very condensed in a small area, so you can get to like level 5 or 6 pretty quick. And then there was also a vendor right there at the Druid Ring, so if you didn't have any bags, you could still sell stuff quickly and get right back into the action. I started slaying some rats and skeletons and realized it was going to take a long time before I saw any action and had any chance of getting a kill. Luckily, I encountered a handsome ogre who hooked me up with some buffs, and after inspecting me, he was like, dude, you are poor as fuck. And then he came back and hooked me up with some gear. So, shout out to this big handsome ogre. After he hooked me up with some gear and buffs, XP was flying, kobolds were dying. I even made my way over to the entrance to Crushbone Keep to start slaying some orcs. Everything was going great. And then it happened. Somebody had killed my friend. The handsome ogre that had helped me had been slain. Now I knew I had to level up. I couldn't quit now. I had to avenge Genedin and defend his honor. He was my first friend, and I owed him that. If I was going to save Genedin, I needed to expedite things. I collected crushed bone belts off the corpses of the orcs and delivered them to Canloe Nutsack, who provided me with experience and rewards for bringing him the fine belts. This would bring my adventure on this first night to an end, but we will be back, and I will secure a kill. I will avenge Genedin.